Another day in Cyrodiil. I need to find myself another build. Which can I do? I have no idea. Maybe they won't nerf Nightblade ever, as the patch notes suggest that the Gank blade will still be strong. But I need a few more ideas. You there, do you know any builds for a Gank blade that's new? Can you go away, please? I'm trying to do the cleaning. Not much help there. Maybe if we go down and ask some other people. You there, innkeeper? Yes. Do you know if there's any builds around that for a gank blade that will be absolutely powerful and kill everyone? Well, I hate to break it to you, but there's no such thing. You're gonna have to forget about that. Oh, God, what am I gonna do? I need a new build fast. These gank builds are not hitting as hard as they used to. How about you? The guy with the bread and the stupid bald head.
Well, I'm sure there's a few builds, but I don't know any.
Useless. Absolutely useless. What am I to do? I think I'll ask this man. Do you know of any builds? Why, yes, I do know of a build. The build is called Toxic Terror. I will send you all the details. This sounds brilliant. Oh my God, I can't wait. If I've only got the transmute crystals and obviously the gold. Oh, if I'm broke, I'm going to be really, really angry. Let's get to it. The Shining Star. This is where that good gentleman told me that he was going to send the details for my new gank build, the Toxic Terror. I don't see him anywhere. Maybe it's been left here for me somewhere. Nothing here. Delicious food. Mind you, it looks like it's been there 10 years. Probably not that delicious. Maybe if he left it upstairs somewhere. He said he would be here. What am I to do? You can't get good help these days. Over here. Huh? Over here. It's been left for you in the drawers here. Your build. Excellent, excellent. I just took that. Now, I just need to work out what to do. The fire's keeping me so warm. But I have other things to do. I need to kill people in Cyrodiil with a nice gank bow build. Now let's read the details. These two sets are amazing. Yes, that was an obvious mythic item. This could be very interesting. Toxic. A poison-focused gank build. This will work amazing. Let's get right to it. What is going on, guys, and welcome to my new gank bow build, which is called the Toxic Terror. So the skills we'll be using have been changed up from previous builds. We are still running a Shrewd Offering for the big burst heal, and when you have that slotted you get the extra magicka. So stack everything into magicka, as you can get a bigger magicka pool than stamina pool on a Nightblade, and because it scales with either stamina or magicka, you want to stack into magicka. The next skill we will be using is Piercing Mark, as this will affect your enemy with a major breach, which I wasn't aware of. That doesn't actually reveal you. You can pre-hit this on a target, then go into stealth, and obviously attack with your arrow. And obviously the next skill we're using is Lethal Arrow, the poison one, and Concealed Weapon is slotted for the 10% bonus damage, and obviously your Shadowy Disguise to become invisible, and Toxic Barrage. So this build is obviously focused around a toxic gameplay, so it's poison focused, so both the damaging abilities are poison focused. So to achieve as much damage as possible, we are running the Swamp Raider's Bow, Sharpen trait with poison, so you'll be getting as much poison damage as possible. We are running One Piece Medium Balorg, a medium New Moon chest, medium New Moon arm corpse, light New Moon sash, light New Moon hands, medium New Moon legs, and a medium Swamp Raiders boots. The jewellery is a Swamp Raiders necklace, which is infused, another Swamp Raiders ring infused, and of course the Oaken Soul, which is also infused. And they're all enchanted with either, it doesn't matter, it's weapon or spell damage. So we're obviously infused will boost the initial hit damage as much as possible. You want all the traits on the body divines for maximum damage, and everything slotted as magicka. So, and with the champion points, we're running Master at Arms, Deadly Aim, Wrathful Strikes, and Backstabber. And in the red tree you can mix it up, but I do like the celerity for the movement speed to escape. Bastion you must have slotted, as you will do 15% more damage against people that are shielding, and obviously for rejuvenation, and a bit of health. In the green tree I would definitely slot Liquid Efficiency, as you will go through potions very quickly and they can be expensive. And obviously you want your Steed's Blessing for a movement bonus, and everything else is sort of preference. Do try to slot the Gifted Rider, as you'll be faster mounting. If we look at the character sheet, the penetration is around 14.5k, which is nice, and the weapon damage I think goes up to about 6,500, so it's very damaging. Food is Bewitched Sugar Skulls. You could run Max Magicka food to boost the damage even further, but I do believe that Bewitched is best, as obviously you're going to get the extra health and you'll just probably be far too squishy. And the Mundus we are running is the Lover for extra penetration. and you want to be a vampire, at least stage 2 for the passive, which is, where is it? Strike from the shadows. So if you're stage 2 or high, you're going to get an extra boost to your damage. And obviously the rotation for killing someone is very simple. Obviously try to be behind them to get the backstabber, an extra damage bonus. And then obviously you can either be in cloak and target the enemy, or with the mark, or mark them then cloak. It's up to you. And then obviously just snipe, light attack, snipe, light attack. Cloak away if you're in any trouble. And obviously if your ultimate's ready, you can do the Reaper's Mark, Shadowy Disguise, and unleash your ultimate. And it hits very hard as well. So obviously you're getting the Major Breach from the Reaper's Mark, and the Swamp Raiders set will boost all poison damage, and the New Moon will just boost everything damage wise. So yeah, that's the setup. It's very powerful, and as I said, it's poison focused, a toxic Nightblade. I do run a Khajiit, but I do believe Dark Elf might hit a bit hard. I'm not sure. I do actually prefer Dark Elf over Khajiit, but I did recently change it a while back. So but yeah, and the build is very effective. It goes through most people. Obviously there is the occasional sweaty tanky player that's, you know, top tier. Obviously if they're expecting it, they might be able to get away with it, but if they're not expecting it, 9 times out of 10 it's going to put the target down. I've nearly dropped people 40k health plus, so it definitely does the damage. And obviously the reason I like to stack into Magicka as well is obviously, even though the Snipe is obviously stamina based, you can obviously do plenty of cloaking away, because obviously you've got a large Magicka pool. So that's why I always stack into Magicka. And of course you can spam the heal if you get into trouble. But yeah, that's the build. Toxic Terror, Gank Bow. It's 1 bar obviously. It's very effective, very simple, and it is a lot of fun to play. So hopefully everyone enjoys the build. Drop me a like and subscribe if you enjoy the build and the video, and stay tuned for the next one.